should be live. We should be live. Hey, YouTube, if you hear me, can you please, if you hear me. Uh-oh, wait. They hear me. I hear my own echo, so that means they hear me. Hold on. Uh-oh, wait. They hear me. I hear my own YouTube, if you hear me, I need you guys to give me the bird call. Do the I guess not. How's the sound? Is it better? Better? Great. Let's get the music in here. Sounds better. Tell me it's better. Fucking lie to me. Lie to me and tell me it's better. I don't care. Good for me. Thank you, options. You left me no choice. No option. Oh, more people at the Zoom door. Just because you're the youngest of the family doesn't let you doesn't give you permission to whine all the time. God damn it. Go fucking sit outside. I am not talking to my kids, gang. I'm talking to Benny. You're like, damn. Wix is talking to his... Talking to Benny, goddammit. Come here, buddy. Get over here. Bro, I'm gonna go scorpion on you. Come here. Get over here.
I'm gonna call animal control on you, bro.
Hey, that's better than fucking Department of Children's and Families. That's better than DCF, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna call CPS on your dog.
Yo, you guys thought I was talking to my kids. You're like, what's the number to DCF, honey?
Did anybody catch those buys at the bottom?
Buys at the bottom? No, those are gone. Those.
Yeah, no, I'm asking if anybody did. I had a limit set there, and I caught. How much? I caught 250 pips.
250 pips?
Yeah, I caught 250 pips on that buy from that yellow line you have drawn out.
Ooh, that's a 4-hour level, I believe. Yeah, right here. Ooh, sneaky. Here's the deal. I had before stream started, in the signal channel, we had a buy limit here. Right? Number 66. Then I ran to the gym at like 6:30. Your mic is shit. Who fuck with it? No, everybody just told me it's fine. What happened? Again?
Your mic's fine on Zoom now.
Dude, it sounds the same. I have your stream going on the side too.
Is it fine or it's still low?
I don't have YouTube on.
It's still low on YouTube?
Watch, you're
I'm gonna talk like
YouTube,
this, yo. We're gonna bring, yo, maybe somebody fuck with my XLR connection. YouTube low. Bro, it's fine on YouTube. Unless you speak loudly, it's low on Zoom. Sounds good on YouTube. You know how I know? Because I do this. I just get the echo going in here, and I hear myself fine. Or not. No, this is very low. Yeah, at this point, this should be way louder. Sounds good on YouTube. You know how I know? Because I do this. I just get the echo going. Yeah, that's low. That should be at like, no. For people that have been here for a long time, you guys know what it usually sounds like. And this is low. You're right. I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. Let's, if you want, I'll lower the music. And I'm not gonna restart the stream again. I'm gonna after this. I'm just gonna chat GPT like who fuck with my mic, and I'm gonna let it answer. It's low Wix 9 on Zoom for sure. Everything is on max on my end. It's if everyone is saying like I get it. If one of you are saying this shit, then it's probably you guys. But if all of you are saying this shit, me. It's not you. It's me. The old Wix 9 breakup excuse. Not you. Me. Sorry. I can't do it. It's not you. Nothing wrong with it. It's me. Damn. It's not you. It's me. Oh, I gotta get rid of this echo shit. Sorry. Yeah, we here to trade, gang. If you want, I'll turn the fucking music off and we'll just sit here in
Silence. Absolute
better?
silence.
Is this better? Stop here. 191 pips. That's too small. We can't do that. We can't do 191 pip stop. It's too small. All right. Remember what we said. Remember what we drew up earlier. Hold on. Is this still here? Can I pull up what I drew up? Annotate. Annotate. Andrew Tate. No, I can't. I can't annotate what I drew earlier. But if you guys remember on the... Yeah, I can't pull this back up. But this is exactly what we just drew, right? We drew up this candle coming up here. Let's get into tap and somewhere in there. We get that bearish closure. This is pretty much all we need, right? We need a resistance to form here. And what happens, right? We created a low. Gold's very technical. We know that. So what do we want? We want this top wick entry off resistance in order to retest the low. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that take the entry on the break of the low. We used to do that. And honestly, I would still do that if it sets up right. Maybe we could take two positions up here and up here. But the fucker's got to set up, right? So, there's a big reason why I like taking positions on this high. Here's your trade-off. Your trade-off on taking a position here versus taking a position on the break of the low is when you take a position here on that break of the low, it's very often that the next candle before reaching the bottom of the range here, right? Sorry. Right? It's very rare that you just get one candle to drive through, right? There'll be a few candles. And typically that next candle top wick is usually that break of the low, that previous support on a smaller time frame, turning into resistance, continuing your drive. And this is why you get stopped out so often or go back to break even, right? So that's why I like this entry over there, because price has no business of coming up here. Yeah, sometimes you get that stupid wick like this, right? The fuck you candle, but it's got no business coming up here. It's already grabbed orders right there of that top wick. That's the reason I prefer this. The probabilities here, once this candle closes, right, are at around 80%. I'm sorry, around 85%. The probability of this going down in your direction is around 85%. The probability of it going in your direction after it breaks this low is like 90%. So I'm trading off that 5-10% risk for the chance to have an extended runner. You understand? Your probability is a little better on the break of the low because you're doing that with volume, with momentum, driving off a resistance. But if you get really good at these, the amount of money that this will pay, this the extra losses, the extra 5% risk that you're taking on won't matter. This is runner entries. This is just, you know, more confident entry. So right now, we're going to wait for this resistance to form. I'm going to see if we can take advantage of it. Ooh, no top wick. No top wick. You know what that means? Nothing. It means, well, it does. It means a lot of things. It means there's no range to come up. Right? It means we should, technically, this is a resistance of sorts. If the next candle makes a top wick, that creates a separate range. You can almost, in your head, right, you can almost kind of picture this with the more recent price action. And you'll see the candle will likely come up here, but end up giving you a late candle. You get this a lot from closures like this after a breakout in range. This quite often this is what you get. You'll get that late candle going the other way. God, that's one ugly drawing. Sorry, as you guys can tell, when I did my one-on-one with Da Vinci back in like the 1400s, or when was he around? 1600s, 1200? I don't know. Right? You get this, and this is a late candle, right? I'm down. This late candle closes back down in range, respecting this area. So I would love to take sells down here, only if we're able to tap this area, right? If we are able to tap that area, the high of the previous, the high of the body of the previous candle, I will take those sells. If we don't get there and we start coming down beforehand, right? If we don't get this to this area, this is a target for the next candle that opens with a bottom wick. You got to understand that. So if this candle starts doing something, right, coming down here, right, if it starts just coming down here, it is highly likely to see a bounce, right, off this area to eventually look like this, or even further up, right? So I would like to take advantage of this if we can tap this first. If we can't, any moment within here, we can get that bottom wick and a push back up. And then we can get here, and then it'll eventually then come back down, right? So let's be diligent here. Let's pay attention. Let's get this top wick. Let's get a bearish closure, and then we'll see if we can act on it. We also don't need this here right now. You kind of picture that in your head that there's no more range to come up here, but that's only a 30. The hourly can create that range. So we'll see how this prints, and we'll readjust on the hourly closure. Need some birds chirping or something? Is that top one trader on top? No, that's top one futures on top. Top one futures. No gold for me anymore. LOL. Shit blew me up 5 times already. But you keep stepping on that mine, bro. You're also there's probably repeat patterns of behavior within there. Right? You got to see what behavior you keep repeating that's leading you there. You're not changing up, and then it's leading you there every time. But here's the thing. If you are changing up every trade, then how can you quit when you're in the learning process, right? You're only getting data. Where you're fucking up is you're investing too much capital in it. You're giving it too much value. Drop your lots, drop your risk. I don't care if you got a $2 million account. I don't care if it's at 100,000. 0.01 or just one contract, because it doesn't matter what you make here. It's not your money. Pretend you're in an internship, right? You're not getting paid here, or pretend you're in college. No matter whatever work you put in college, you're not getting paid for it. You're learning. So get that data. Collect the data. Data is your best friend. Whatever you've just done, those 5 things, that's data. You need to figure out within there patterns that work, patterns that don't work. Were you switching up your strategy and chasing shadows? That's a big reason why people fail, because you keep switching up. You don't have any structure. You don't have a built data set. But you're doing the same thing and it's not working, right? That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. So, like, you're in the learning stage still. So what I'm saying is the learning stage should be treated like the learning stage. There should be no risk, right? When you're learning to become a surgeon, there's no fucking students getting heart surgery, or there's no patients getting heart surgery in the middle of your fucking, your second year of med school. You're not out. Why? There's no risk when you're learning. You're only learning. They're not going to put that risk on you. but they figured out how to keep you accountable. Now it's up to you to get sick and tired of your own shit and figure out how to keep yourself accountable. So you can't say I'm quitting when you haven't even started. Then if that's what you say, then you're just not about it, right? You have to make adjustments that don't lead you to quit, but lead you to to logical optimization.
Means you're a quitter.
Quitter, not a quitter. It just, it's so demoralizing. I can feel it. It's very humbling, especially for people that think of themselves as smart people or like logical or like, or like thinking outside the box. Strategy you're using is proprietary. Just trading price action, bro. I want to take the rebreak of these lows so bad. Current candle stops. I wouldn't blame you, bro. I'd rather see a
I feel like
closure.
the biggest thing I struggle with as a trader is like knowing what kind of setup I'm looking for. And I feel like that's where like a lot of people are
The thing is,
missing
you know what you're looking
structure.
for. A lot of people know what they're looking for. They've seen it. They've been taught it, but they just never let the market get there. They get too impulsive. They're like, all right, this looks good. Like, but the thing you're looking for hasn't really here yet.
Well, they see it. It's like
They see it
seeing it
setting up,
multiple
but
times.
it hasn't
Yeah,
even, they haven't set up yet.
yeah, it's like it's being able to see it multiple times. It's like, hey, that's not my setup. That's not my setup. And then they see their setup, and then it's like getting to that point where you're patient enough to wait and for that setup to
You know
actually
what you
happen
need
and
to
take
do is
place.
just, and people are so convinced that what they're looking for is forming right now, right? That they're like, all right, let me get ahead of it. I see it forming. Oh, let it actually form. Trust me, you're not gonna miss the range. You know why? Because look at all this fucking range here, and look at all this fucking range here. Wherever you are, you're either missing the previous range or you're going and you're taking advantage of the next range. Doesn't matter. Oh shit, you missed this little shit here. What about all this? Holy fuck! This is nothing but
Like
range.
Like if you trade like on whatever time frame that you take entries on, like Wix, I know you take entries like on the 15 and the 30-minute, right? That's like where you take your entries on, and then but you base that around all the other time frames, right? Higher time frames and levels. But like if people like you just have to look at price action, right? And what it's doing, and whatever you look at that price action on whatever level, it's like draw out your setup on a piece of paper or like take snapshots of it. Hey, I made a good trade with this setup. It's like take a snapshot of that
That's a good point
and
because I honestly
and
I draw
save
these
it.
things out, right? You see me drawing them out. It's become so much easier for me because I draw it out, and eventually when it forms, I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, we just drew this shit out. You see me saying that all the time. Like, let's go back to our
Yeah,
drawing because that's what we're looking
exactly.
for.
Yeah, and like people just need to almost be told it's like, hey, draw this setup out yourself, draw it on paper, draw it on the chart, take a snippet of it with your snipping tool on the computer, or draw it out on a notebook pad or whatever. It's like whatever you can
Take a
do to,
screenshot of it when it forms previously and save it for future,
yeah,
and then you see it fucking forming again. You're like, all right, let me go back to my screenshots. How did that work out?
exactly. And then you always go back to that screenshot. Okay, hey, is this my setup? Is this showing? And it's like you can have more than one setup. You can have a bullish setup, or a long setup, a sell setup, and there can be like a double top that you're looking for, or some sort of engulfing candle. Like just take a picture and draw out your setups, and then get that in your head. That hey, I'm
I
not
think y'all
taking a
missed the
trade
point
unless this
when
presents
he said he
itself.
was trading 10 MGC with 1,000 pip ranges in those past. I didn't see that message. I didn't see that message, but man, come on, Bougie. This is content. Let us talk. Let us yap.
Wait, what do you say?
Japanese for the W, bro. Oh, man. The market will always be there, but if we rush into trades, our account won't be there. Good way to put it. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. All I know is shit. There's a joint somewhere. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to drink my protein. Just got back from the gym.
Like at the end of the day, it's like you versus the market.
I signed up for Top One Trader instead of futures. They flagged me for not holding trades. Bro, reach out. Oh, no. If you already traded, then no. If you did it by mistake and you didn't trade yet, you can reach out to them. They'll probably switch you. Have you not got a range between 49.64.8, 49? And no. I have two levels you see at 94 and 46. Right now, we had a heavy drop, which means everything to the left of that drop just got cleared out. Whatever orders were here, none of them matter anymore. I mean, they do, but not as major. I'm not paying heavy attention to them. Whatever forms now will be the levels. Our range has not formed yet. The only thing we have is a support, and we have an idea of where resistance might form, because that was a previous support that we broke. And usually you break a support, come back to it, you either establish it as a resistance or you fake out. So this is going to be the next area of interest where we can make that decision, right? We're either going to form a resistance or fake out, but we should be able to tap this level and make that decision at 94. Once that happens, right, it's a whole new ball game. You've now come down, come up. None of these ranges really matter. You've just cleared all those orders out with these moves. Right? If there are orders anywhere in here and something that could hold us, it would have done so here. It didn't. We've cleared them out. Now we're creating completely new structure, new range. We form a resistance. We're going to look to retest the lows. Forget everything here to the left. Okay? Fish. Get some music going. At least a little low. Something like that. Yeah, drop a like, sub to the channel, please, gang. Please share the stream and sub to the channel. Help us. We've been now on 30.2 for a little while. We were doing like 100 a day. Been doing like 100 a week now. Fell off a little. Come on, agent session. Help us get to 30.3K. Protein. How far are we away? I have not checked, brother. Is there a way to fix the couple seconds delay on TV? You mean on YouTube? Yeah, you can sign up for Zoom over here. Sign up to our private community. Right? Get the bundle, join the winner's circle, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, you get access to Zoom. And Zoom, see these guys over here to the left? They are delay free. There's no 3-second delay here on Zoom. Wait, why can't I bring this down? Oh, that's why. You see these guys? They're all delay free. What you sipping, car? You got your looking swole. The thing is, you guys always see me in like baggy ass, like shirts and t-shirts and like sweaters. So it doesn't have me looking big. It's just, I'm always like this, but I'm just always wearing baggy shit. You can't really tell. No TV, sorry. Like when you place a trade, there's a slight delay. Yeah, about a 2 to 3 second delay because of YouTube. Wait, no trading view? Sorry, like when you place a trade, there's a slight delay? I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know, like I get activated, hits my position, hits my position. protein powder? Just dimetize. ISO 100. One, two, three, and 2 to 4. 1 pack, 2 pack, 3 pack, 4. 4 pack, 3 pack, 2 pack, 1. Your pack, he's pack, we're pack. None. Talking about the candles, I think. You have to pay for a better trading view plan. Oh, wait, hold on. Go up here. No, he's saying about when you take a trade, it takes a few seconds. I don't think he's talking about that. Do you have a D over here? You have a red D instead of a green light over there? Because then you're just trading a delayed chart. Guy ain't no MC. I got an all max, but it tastes like I don't know what the fuck all max. I just take, they're all the same. I just take what's proven to work and what's been third party tested and diamatized as many over the years, decades, years proven to be clean, and that's what I use. Right? There's no magic formula, right? You really don't even need it. You can just go eat. Right? There's really no magic formula. You eat a lot and you lift heavy, and that'll get you big. You don't need to do all crazy exercise. You can do all the basic exercises, just the basic shit. You don't need to isolate your muscle group. You just do all your exercises, right? Your bench presses, your deadlifts, your squats, or if you don't like squats, your leg presses and your extensions and leg curls, right? But it's really you eat a lot and you lift heavy, you will fucking grow. And don't tell me fucking steroids. Yeah, you know, steroids will get you big. Not if you sit at home. You still need to eat a lot. You still need to lift heavy. People are like, oh, that's steroids, right? I've seen it. Like, I've never taken no steroids in my life. Nothing. But I see people in the gym, massive, right? And people are like, oh, they're just on roids. I was like, bro, take steroids and get that big. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know, that is a lot of work. Steroids are not, that is a lot of fucking work to get brolic like they do. It's, yeah, I mean, they get, like, just the result itself is manipulated. But it's not like, oh, you just take it and these guys are fucking workers. They're heavy workers. They put their, you know, blood, sweat, and tears in. Get involved in the running cult where all the biddies are at. Bro, I got a wife, fucking 3 daughters that live with me. I got fucking a zoo. Got a little dinosaur, a dragon. Biddies, bro. I'm 40. You know what that means? No problem, baby. Get involved in our Diddy Wicks. How do you manage your time with making food to reach your calories? Meal prepping? I don't meal prep. I just get in whatever I can whenever I can. I used to subscribe to the meal. All that food tastes like shit. Like quality is big for me. Taste matters. I know people like eat for fuel and they're like, yeah, fuck it, I don't give a shit what it tastes like. No, taste fucking matters. I don't want to be gagging my food up, like, you know, like while chomping it down. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking, this ain't the fucking, the Soviet Union broke up a long time ago, right? This ain't fucking, you know, Hunger Games. There's food to be gotten. You don't need to fucking, you know, get your a meal prep plan and fucking force feed yourself things that taste like shit. But honestly, a lot of times I just don't get enough in, right? I would be much bigger. But I try to eat. It's not about eating a lot. I try to eat every 2 to 3 hours, just to keep my metabolism going. Right? You eat every 2 to 3 hours. Your metabolism gets used to constantly and consistently working, and then you're just not. At times where you don't eat, it's gonna continue working because you've trained it to work, and then you don't get fat. You keep shredding, right? It's like taking whatchamacallit, casein protein overnight, right? The slow processing protein that takes time to get out of your system. But yeah, I try to eat every 2 to 3 hours, right? You have breakfast, 2 hours from then, I'll have an apple and almonds. And then 2 hours from then, I'll have just an example, maybe a turkey sandwich on whole wheat and low-fat cheese. Right, you get some nice Dijon mustard on there. It's like, and you get your order of vegetables. Like, I find Publix subs are very good and very, very efficient for that, right? You get your protein, you get your big ass turkey sandwich, you get Dijon mustard. I love Publix subs. On the go, I'll get that shit right before I go into the gym. And then, 2 hours from there, you drink some protein. 2 hours from there, you go to the gym, you leave the gym, protein, then dinner, and you try to eat every 3 hours where you have just nothing to do, right? An empty time slot. Eat. I don't count my macros. Yeah, I don't cook. Today, honestly though, it's funny you say I usually don't cook, but today I grilled 3 steaks. just for the kids. For the kids. I cooked each one a fillet mignon. I didn't give them no champagne, but each one of them got their own fillet mignon. I don't know why I didn't buy 4. I honestly thought it would be just me. It would be my daughter, my oldest daughter, a girl, and me, right? But what happened? As soon as the kids smelled the sear on the grill, they're, you cooking steak? They called their friends over, the neighbors. They walked over like, can we? I'm like, yo, there's 3 steaks on the grill. I was planning on a quiet lunch. Smoke a joint, eat some steak. Instead, they ate all my fillet mignons. So you know what I did? I had to go to the gym, so I ran to kimchi. I got myself a kimbap, ate a kimbap and a Philadelphia roll straight from kimchi as I drove to the gym. Find the resting caloric rate or whatever it's called and eat more. I have a craving for some ice cream they sell in Jamaica. Limon, grape nut, best ice cream ever. Hey, Jamaica. I need one of those freezers where you just stack them with meat. ¿Cómo está tu carne? I only eat when I kill on the charts. I eat what I kill. I didn't mean it like that. Hey. Yeah, if you got that frozen meat in there. ¿Cómo está tu carne? How do you say frozen in Spanish? Duro! Right? No, that's hard. Duro. What do you mean? Duro. I'm fucking losing it. How's the chin, brother? Honestly? How much there? It was split over here somewhere. But you can't see it. You see there's no red. Congelado, forzado, rosado. Helado. No concussion? I didn't check if I had a concussion. I think I did. Bro, I was out. How long was I off stream for? A good... I double checked. I was not on stream for an even 40 minutes. 39 minutes, I think I was off stream. 39. Go back to that stream. No, 39 minutes I was gone. So think about it. I walked away. I fucking hit my chin. I passed out and I was knocked out cold on the floor for 40 minutes. All during the live stream. And then I came back and finished the stream. It is so fucking wild. You know, it didn't hit me. I didn't realize what happened until like 2 or 3 hours after stream. I told you guys when I was sitting there and just like replaying everything that just happened in my head and trying to make sense of it and trying to figure out why I woke up on the floor in a lot of pain with a swollen jaw. When was this? This was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, like a month ago. Like, we were running a stream. We were running a New York session. Yeah, I walked away. Like what happened was I hurt my tooth and I was in so much pain. My head started spinning and I ran to the kitchen to first of all to grab a drink, and I needed to sit down. I got lightheaded. I needed to sit down on the couch. And I remember walking from the kitchen, taking a few steps from the kitchen, right, and start walking really fast to get to the couch. And next thing I remember, I don't remember falling. I don't remember any. I was alone at home, right? Except Benny. Benny was home. And I don't remember falling, but I do remember waking up. And for some reason, I was under the living room, like the dining room table. And I can see all the stuff off the table on the floor, right? And my chin was split open. I'm on the floor in a lot of pain. And I got up yelling. And I was out for a good 40 minutes. So I'm guessing I had a concussion. Right? I must have hit the corner of the table, or I really hit the floor with my chin really hard. And man. The same day you hurt your tooth eating lamb? Yeah. That same day I hurt my tooth and I got up. If you guys don't remember, like if you go back to that stream, I'm gone. I get up and I disappear. The stream is just on. I disappear for 40 minutes. And when I came back, I just acted all cool, all normal, because I didn't know what to tell you guys because I wasn't sure what happened. All I know is I just got up from the floor, ran in. I didn't know I passed out. I thought in my head, I didn't process it yet. So I thought, oh shit, maybe I tripped, got up and, you know. But then I was thinking about it. I'm like, I'm missing time. I don't remember falling, for example. I didn't think about it as soon as I ran to the stream. I was just like, shit, I got a stream running. Let me get back there. And I did the stream. I pretended I'm not in pain, but I was in a lot of pain. My chin was fucking killing me. My face was like this. And then, yeah, I mentioned it on the following stream. That stream, I didn't say anything. If you were on that stream, you just see me be missing for 40 minutes. And then on the following stream, I talked about it. Because I processed it in my head by that moment, what happened, right? And I was able to kind of figure it out. And then I went back to the stream and I kind of processed like, wait, what did I do? How long was I gone? And I was like, holy shit, I was gone for 40 minutes. In my head, I was gone for 30 seconds, right? Walked in one room, came back. And how does pain cause you pass out like that? It hurt a lot. It hurt so much. My head started spinning. I got lightheaded. You know what it felt like? You ever see a lot of blood? Like I was once next to an operating table when my grandmother was getting surgery and they were cutting up her scalp. They were giving stitches on her scalp. There was a lot of blood and I got really dizzy and lightheaded. I almost passed out. You've ever you've ever seen that? A lot of blood makes usually people dizzy, lightheaded. Pain can do the same thing. It's a very similar feeling, right? I just didn't show it on stream because I'm running a stream. It's live. It's embarrassing if I'm yelling, but you know, but I mean, like, I got no problem sharing it, but I needed to know what the fuck happened. I didn't know what happened until I spent the next, 10 hours processing it in my head, looking back at the stream, seeing like what went on. And then when I came back, and then how I looked like when I came, and then I realized, man, I was walking here. I don't remember the shit on the floor under the table. There's a little blood spot on the floor. My chin is split. I woke up in a lot of pain. I don't remember splitting my chin, none of this. And I just put everything together. I'm like, damn, and the funny thing is, Benny was home. This motherfucker didn't walk over, didn't lick me, nothing. Sleeping in my office, right here. He was sleeping right next to this setup. Sleeping right, didn't walk over, didn't check how good it could have licked me, bro. Look, wake me up. Nothing. Nothing, Benny. He knows I'm talking about him. His ears go. Roop. It could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been way worse. We know in our family, somebody took a fall and hit the radiator with their head and died. Like, because nobody was home. He just fucking bled out. Fake ass dog. Bro, this fucking dinosaur. I don't know what he's doing over here. He's laying down. Doesn't react. Happens to me when I see many holes close together, I get lighted. What? You are. When you see many holes close together, yeah, man, don't bend your girl over. Do not go into the I was gonna say into the delivery room. Do not go into the delivery room with your girl, bro. You'll pass out just waiting for the baby. I got it. Trypophobia? Yeah, I don't know. I love seeing holes together. I don't know. I've never even thought of it that way. You must be the first person in this world to put those exact words together in that specific order. Like, those are all words, right? But when I see many holes close together, I get lightheaded. Yeah, you're definitely the first person in the world to use all those words in that specific order. What are we doing here? What are we doing? 1 hour closed. Ooh, back up in range. Okay. 425 pip, 1 hour candle. Hour looking good. Nah, I feel like a freak. Yeah. Maybe some onions to fill 1 hour. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm like, yeah. Not the 1 hour, the 4 hour, I mean. I'm with this. I'm with the onion idea. But man, that was wild. But I've never had that happen. And it was dangerous. Like, I was out for a while. That's what scares me. I was like, damn, like, that could have been bad. There was nobody home. I don't know what I could have hit. Like, that could have been bad. With the stream running, Wick's over there dying and shit. 9 needs emergency services. You guys are over here like, yo, where is he? So are we gonna have positions today or what? This asshole's always just out there chilling, doing some shit. He's probably out there smoking. Meanwhile, Wix is on the floor bleeding. This guy's always taking a break and smoking. He really fell down. Yeah, this shit happened during the stream. On the whole stream story. Like, you can go rewatch the stream. Got wicked out. You got wicked the fuck out. Next time you're on stream, you just need more than 30 minutes with no talking. I'm blowing your phone. Yeah, please, bro. life alert or something. Oh, necklaces or bracelets, yeah, the life alert. Yeah, that was the only time in my life that's ever happened. Give us an emergency.
There was one time I was at. There was one time I was at a
1-800
buddy's
got
house.
clapped. Go ahead, yeah.
There was one time I was at a buddy's house and we were just hanging out, and I got up from the couch and went to look out the window, but I like got up and like stretched, and
too
I got
fast.
super lightheaded, and then I just passed out, dude, and I fell, my head hit the ground, and just went smack, and I woke up, and I'm like looking straight at my buddy. He's laying on the couch, and he just like looked at me like,
his ass off.
what the heck just happened? And we all just start busting out laughing, and I'm like, I just got super lightheaded.
It's cool. It's normal. Just a little lightheaded, gang.
Yeah. No,
We're
we
all
still
good
laugh
here.
about it too. We laugh about that day. It was just randomly happened, and I smacked my head. It was crazy.
I do expect a retest of this level. $209 here, so we're definitely waiting on this 15. Previous 15 did close. Wait. What do we have here? Remember, that's what we said. We're coming back to these wicks that overlap here. I think right here, right? We pointed that out. That's kind of exactly the area that we're in. That is interesting. That will break the we already broke the previous 30 low, right? Off the rip of the candle. Yeah, side of break. There we go. If this thing breaks the low on this candle right now, it's got no business coming back up. 12 pips. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this plays. Build the hourly work. I can see a V. As long as you don't see an L. The only L I like to see is my Lamborghini.
You just say your Lamborghini?
Yeah. The Lamborghini? You guys all want Lamborghini.
Is that what you just said?
It's my favorite car. Lamborghini. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, Sunday night. Oh, come on, come on. Two minutes here for this 15. Yeah, we're going to wait on this 15 to close. Give me a second. I'm going to grab my check. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I need just 10 pips to have fun tonight. It's fucking chilly. Chilly vanilla. Oh, got chilly. I had to turn off the AC. It's blowing right in my back. Hold on. Boom, I know so hard. Some of my medulla oblongata came out. Yeah. Yeah. Like a mini restart button for the body. Remember I told you when you sneeze and fart at the same time, your body takes a screenshot? Well, if you blow your nose at that moment too, it's almost like a restart. People at the Zoom door, come in. Bam Bondi compromised. I think they're all compromised. If you knew that it will touch those lows, why you didn't buy? Sure what you mean. If I knew it would touch low, you mean if I knew if it touched highs? Which side you wait? We expire. I'm looking for a sell here. Waiting on a sell. I'm looking to retest the lows down here. Drop a like and subsidy. Yes, Daniel is 100% right. Please, gang, listen to Daniel. Drop a like. Please sub to the channel. Sub. Benny, stop. Stop it, Benny. But yeah, sub to the channel. Please share this stream. Kind of sucks that the mic's bugging out on me today. Right? A bit low volume on the mic. But we got volume on the charts, so that's all that matters. Drew out. Right, this is what we were looking for. We were just talking about. This is what we wanted to see. Boom. Then we want to see a retest there. So we're going to look for a top wick. Once it's made, we take the top wick entry up there where the lines are. We wait for it to flip bearish and build the wick down. So this is what we're going to look for, right? Let's just see if it plays out. And the 4 hour here should close bearish in 40 minutes. So if that's the case, it makes sense to continue down bearish, fill in the 4 hour wick. Some more waiting left to do here. We're going to be waiting on this 9:30 candle. Give me a sec, chat. I got a spot there. All right, then. Tell me why gold has low volume last week and why gold confused someday has more volume some days. Fundamentals. I mean, just say that. Just, you know, the combined psyche of every trader in the world being reflected here on the charts, right? So you're just seeing human nature at play. Right, people's impulses, people's decisions, institutional decisions, but it's really all a reflection of sentiment and what, right, and what people expect from the market. The market, what you're seeing, all the moves, is really people's opinions on where it's going. It's not really what's happening. It's just, that's why sometimes you see news come out one way, market drive the other. It's really all about sentiment. But really fundamentals, just current events, everything going on in the world combined with things that are happening institutionally, right? End of the year, profits being taken, switch of contract, right? Volume coming into the new contract from the old, right? So you see these volume spikes. Also, I'm under the impression that this is normal for gold whenever we're printing new levels. We've never been here, so market has to establish itself here. So you're seeing really big ranges in uncharted territory, right? And it's kind of, they become trivial at a certain point because we've never been here before. But as it settles down, you'll see like the ranges we've settled down in, they've slowly became smaller, right? Then we get this massive range, and then look, it slowly settles down in there and becomes smaller, right? Right, you see these massive spikes to uncharted territory, and then eventually as it comes down, it becomes smaller in those ranges. You're able to trade them. You got to understand that we're not necessarily going to retest the entire lows, right? So here's the thing, right? We see these levels, right? Remember I said when you drive through them, all these orders have been cleared out. But you have to understand that this is the level, and as you come back up, close back up above it here, that could still be the level because you're in a way faking out here, right? Closing back up in range. So at this point, this could still be the level because you've closed below it, now you've closed above it. So we could still respect this level. It still can happen, and we can still drive up from here, right? So as we get an onion up here, like we can come down here, tap these levels to the left, and come back up. Gotta have an understanding of that. The way I look at it, honestly, though, right now, it was the 30 and the 15 for me here, which looked like this, and this was the fake out candle. So when we come back down, right, form an onion, at least to here, at least to 65, we should have room to come down. highs at 65 like 40 minutes ago. Pretty solid, so it would be nice to retest. Yeah. The way it's looking like here. Need at least another 30 here. Another 30 closure. Where are you from looking buy? We haven't set up for it yet. Not looking for buy just yet. I'm really more leaning towards the sell size and a retest of the lows. We just showed you what we're looking for. This is what we need to see. That's kind of what we're getting. Let's see this. There's no positions right now. We're waiting on the 4-hour close. I got to step out. I'm going to be back in about 20 minutes. Give me 20, 25 minutes, gang. I'll be right back. Can somebody throw on the screen that I'm coming back in about 20, 25 minutes? You guys are the best. I'm not trying to turn up the stream because I want to get these positions on the next 4-hour. Okay? Give me 20 minutes. Be right back. Back for the 4-hour close. Let's see what happens. Again. And that 30 bullish flip. Let's look at this. The 4 hours closing bearish. Massive bottom wick. We'd want some kind of resistance to form it. No resistance, no sells. Small L. Oh, Nate, you had these sells on the break of the low there. Yeah. I hate saying be careful of those because sometimes it runs and people don't take them and they're like, you told me to be careful, but like, you gotta be very careful there. Because you didn't get to a resistance area, right? You're looking to make a new one, at which point you probably want to make a range and then break down. So you kind of want a range to breakout if you're going to create a new range. But if you actually got up here, I think that break of the lows would have been much more valid. If you actually took it at an established level versus a level that has not really been established yet, you're just kind of pausing. One of those fool's gold positions. I remember watching Roger back in the day, and like a lot of his losses, that's what they would come on. They would be like, oh, you get a 15 in your direction, right? And he'd say, all right, now you're getting a resistance, but you never reach the level. And gets up there, and yeah, his position, like technically his play makes sense, but it didn't make sense there. It made sense up here, and I see why he's losing. I can tell why people need a broker. Get that grip the crown kind of like. Ten seconds here for the 4 hour. Lit candle. I like the 30 closing like this. I like it. I don't like the hourly staying bullish. I think that we're gonna need the candle that's gonna come down here to fill the lit candle wick down. We're gonna need that closure, right? So you're expecting a opening up, right? Open with some momentum for a top wick here. You're not gonna expect the bottom wick first on this candle. You're gonna expect the top wick, and this isn't much. Don't worry. I know you guys seeing this little thing created. No, we're gonna push right back up here. We shouldn't push it yet. There you go. See, but we should not see a bottom wick here until we tap a resistance, and we should be able to fill this. And I'm not talking, oh, that's what it's gonna do. Like, from experience, but I've never sample sized this actual part of it, right? So I'm not gonna take things I don't have data on, but I do have data on the following candle if it's able to close, right? So I don't have data on the candle former right now, but if it does what we say it will, which is fill this wick. Motherfucker, give me the right color. Sorry, gang. Anyway, if we see this, right, the fill of that wick, and we're able to tap a resistance area, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, you better believe it, we're coming down on the next candle, and we're gonna look for this, right?
Well, Wick, sell limit at 94. The area you have 94.2. If it comes straight up there, you wouldn't be interested in the sell limit.
Yeah, right here.
Or sorry,
right here. Yeah, you're like right around there.
Okay.
Yeah, wherever we're gonna have this bearish candle, because this might not end up being a bearish candle, right? But if it does end up being a bearish candle and close like we said it will, okay. Got that top wick. At least the body of this candle should be filled, right? That's about 15 pips down. Decision should be made. And if that decision is to come down and we're able to fill this wick here and we close bearish, then it looks like we're gonna have a simple time coming down here. It's tough. The hourly's closed bullish. We see how we haven't really reached here yet. That's what's stopping, because yeah, we can close bearish and have the following candle get up here, because we haven't reached a higher time frame. This is a higher time frame level. We haven't reached that to grab orders. There's a bunch of orders here. So while we are doing whatever we want to do here, I'm still under the impression at some point we come up and grab orders at 49.94. And if that's the case, why would I look for a sell right now, right? I can just wait for it to tap there and then go there. Nick, are you live tomorrow for New York? Yeah, we're going to be live. Today, there was no New York session. It was a holiday. All New York, North American banks are closed. It was President's Day. Hey, Papa Trump. And, yeah, but we are running Asian session. Tomorrow, banks are open. And I told you before, banks are open. You can be there. So, tomorrow, look at this, coming down here. Okay, remember I said the body of the previous candle low for the late candle. Decisions should be made here. Do we pump back up? We fill the wick. This is decision-making time for this candle. At this point, this candle is 50-50. Up or down. A little bit of volume a bit later into New York. Yeah. Power hour. Bye. Fill that wick. And gang, take what I say with a grain of salt. Like, I'm not in a position here for a reason, right? I'm speaking on what the candles are doing and what I expect them to do, just, you know, based on the knowledge that's guided by my experience. But there's no specific data set that I have for position right now, right? I'm just seeing this print. But once we get these closures, we should have liftoff. Look at this 4 hour. Very small wick on the 4 hour, right? I'd imagine that's why you see. I'd imagine we break these highs just to get to a resistance. So, like, is that enough for a 4 hour top wick? Look at, right? Previous candle, 800 pips. I don't know if we just pulled back on this candle, 445. So we pulled back more than half of those 800 pips. And you tell me all of a sudden exactly where it closed, it's going to stop to come back down? No, I believe we're going to need deeper top wick than 20 pips on a new 4 hour candle when the previous candle was over 800, right? And if that's the case, man, can we come back up there? Get us a little tap up in here. Gotta be a 5 level here that it's reacting to, right? Anything? I guess just the wicks. Yeah, I don't trust the cells just yet. Need to see a top wick on the 4 hour. Yeah, that would be amazing. Because we get to see a top wick on the 4 hour, but still come back down here. Like, there's absolutely no reason to not fill the 4 hour wick down, right? Get a steeper top wick, but he is. How will that top wick form? Will it form at all? Right? Because that top wick can form, but after the move, right? We might end up retesting the lows and then pulling back up, and then that's it. Now we're bullish at that point, and we've just flipped bullish on the 4 hour, right? After filling the range, come back up. We're probably going to end up coming up here and forming, you know, a new higher high. You know, yeah. And if that happens, Tori trades fucking adjusting her trend line right now. Well, fuck. I think this one worked. Damn it, that trend line didn't work out. You're gonna need to move it here. Stop. Into the sell 4968, book TP 62. The goat. The goat. Bat. Bat. Yeah, next time somebody tells me something great, I'm gonna be like, bah! 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 What's the Indian gonna sound like? Bah! 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 Bah. Where are you putting the stops, Wix? That's the important question. They haven't printed yet. They're going to be above the current candle that we're taking. Unless we're taking a top wick entry, which will mean they're going to be above the previous candle until we flip, and then we go current candle or B. So it just depends. Our positions haven't printed yet. Our risk has not been printed. The data required, the closures required to have a complete picture have not happened yet. Very simple, right? We need to have more data at our disposal because, you know, it's like a formula. It's like a math formula, right? A square plus B square equals C. Like we don't have the variables plugged into those letters yet, right? Because they're not available yet. Once we have all those variables available to us, we can plug them in and have our equation. Very, very positive coming in here in terms of cells setting up here. All right. So at some point, this wick gets filled. I don't know if we come up here, tap resistance, fill it, or do we continue down now off this very recent 1 hour level, right? 30 minutes. Let's just see what happened. I think we get this 4 hour top wick created, but let's see. Yeah, this community loves her. I got nothing bad to say about it. Like, honestly, she's killing it. She's killing it. She's representing, you know, she's represented for the women. Like, she's really putting the women up there. Right? She's showing you it can be done no matter who you are. Just doing it in her own way, right? Some of y'all like, Wick, stop this bullshit. No. Gang, honestly, I might have to be in the same room with her at one point. Yeah. What, am I gonna say some bad things? No. Hey, she's getting it done. She's getting it done. More power to her. Shout out Tory Trades. Nate's girl, yeah. Because like we all know the same people, honestly. Like, we all talk to the same people. Like, we all have, like, you guys don't understand how, like, it's a very, like, yeah, it's a very big community, but the streamers and the social media traders, it's a very tight niche. And like, we all talk to each other, and if some of us don't talk to each other, we talk to the people that talk to them. Like, we're all like 1 degree of separation, you know, from what the other person. But behind the scenes, like you guys think people like are either beefing, or communities are beefing, or people are like, you know, making videos about each other, and like, you know, they all fucking talk it over beforehand. They're like, yo, I'm gonna drop a video on you, right? Don't fucking take it personal. This shit is just content. We'll go out for dinner later. If you guys don't know, that's how it works. For the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, that's how it works. Like, we all talk. You just let them know you're gonna do it in advance, and that's it. And then you. Any strategy works, to be honest, as long as you're consistent with it and apply service. Everything works, right? Because if it's in existence, there's a reason it's in existence. At some point, it worked for somebody, and they were able to be profitable off of it. Maybe the teaching the next person didn't work. Maybe the teaching the next person worked, but the next person interpreted it wrong or has different impulses. But at some point, the shit worked for somebody, so it exists. Because if it didn't work, people wouldn't have been like, oh, the shit works. No, they would have ignored it. But whoever it worked for, right, like, put it into existence, and now it exists. And if it exists, that means it works. If it didn't work, it wouldn't exist. What, do you want to join? Just try it out. Wait. Hey, oh, you forgot to close the door. Hold on. Roger, plans into all what? Into all what? Play into all what? I wasn't talking about Roger. Nice 15 here. Got a 15 range, right? So we want a closure below this most recent range that we've just created. Almost like a range 2 breakout here.
All time frames appear to be aligning. They're working their way up to it.
Well, the 4 hour is bearish. But the 2 hour, bullish candle, you might get a bounce up here. Continue up. I don't see a rejection yet on the 2 hour. So, which means this could just be a 1 hour bottom wick. And if it's the 1 hour bottom wick to come up, right? We should come up here, create a steeper top wick on the 4 hour. Maybe up to 5,007 to eventually re-break the lows, continue down. You see how we're slowly building a narrative? It just depends on what happens on a smaller time frames. Hey, you can't come in and yell at my mic. If you want to do that, you got to at least sing. You got a song ready? You don't have a song ready? Come here. Let's do it together. Well, if you're going to talk over me, at least sing it. Make it beautiful. Let's go. Come on.
This is part of the Wix package.
Come on. What's your favorite song?
Our entertainment.
Huh? Let's sing our favorite song. Come on. Let's go. You remember the Rough Riders anthem? The remix? The Rough Riders anthem. How about the last Fabulous mixtape that we listened to? No? The Carter 4? Louise? Come on, give me a little acapella. Sky's the limit. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Bro, what? You don't know how gangsta we are. Come on, can you do me a favor? Put on your baggy pants and a do-rag. You gotta represent. Oh, boy. Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Oh, no. That's how Rough Riders roll. Tell them the next line. Come on, you can say it. You got the pass. No? All right, go ahead. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do do.
That's for babies.
That's for babies. You're not a baby. You're right. Oh, don't walk like a baby though. See ya. Love you. Close the door, please. Hey, no. Close the door. Close the through the Rari. This is true wealth. I told you guys. Any other game that you're playing in life is really trivial in comparison to having kids and having a family, raising a family. Like that's when you've moved on to the high stakes table. Yeah, everything else is just a low stakes, low risk table that you're playing. In relation to having kids, every other risk is trivial. I went over this before, so yeah. Is the yellow line of Fibonacci? Where's my ban button?
How about no?
No, the yellow lines are my areas of interest where I expect the market to have a reaction, right? One way or the other. These are decision-making areas, decision-making levels. As you can see, we are onto it for now. See if it decides. Market could decide to fly back up from here. Decide to drop down. We will be paying attention because it's like setting an alarm when you need the price to get to a level. When you start paying attention, when the price gets to these levels, we start paying attention. That song plays nearly 24/7 in my house. No. I hear that song, I'm tossing the TV out. I would be very careful here. I believe we're gonna get there. I think the higher time frame needs this top wick. this is good in terms of us creating this range, right? So we don't want the drive down now. I don't mind the drive up, but if the drive up doesn't happen, it's a good thing we're creating this range. What we'd really want to see is a bullish closure here if we're going to create this range. Why? Not because we're going to retest the highs, but because we're going to form a support on our way down, which should technically take us up here. But if we form that support and we fail that drive up and we end up closing like this, back below the range, yeah, we're gonna look for sells on a break of the low there. Because now we formed the support, we're driving off the most recent resistance established on the smaller time frame, and we're breaking that support. We're gonna come down. The probability is heavily on our side at this point and dictates that we should be ahead, right? Now, will it necessarily drive all the way down and get us to TP and, you know, take us to the promised land? Necessarily? No. An overwhelmingly high number of times? Yes. Wixer said it was going there. It's a game of thousands. Over 1,000 trades, large number of them. What's that link? Options. Almost clicked it. What is that? In the Zoom. It's a song on YouTube. Is it Baby Shark? Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna turn it on. Might get copyright. Let's see. We need the pinata play. That would be a good name for a play. Break out the pinata. Malika, but I'll wake you out of it. Word, baby shark. I feel you. You guys see the slam dunk contest this year? 2 days ago? Like, what the fuck? Why even have the contest? Why aren't the best players in the NBA in there? When Jordan was in the league, he wanted to be in every fucking dunk contest. Why aren't the fucking all-stars performing in the fucking all-star slam dunk contest? Why aren't we seeing Anthony Edwards or some shit? What? Like, bro. Word. Spud Webb was like a legally a midget. No, he was 5'3". I think 4'8". You gotta be under 4'8" to be considered as a little person. Sorry, I didn't mean to say the M word. Nate Robinson was like 5'4". No, 5'9". So 10. Jordan weird after what he did on TV. Oh, grabbing little kids' push. Bro, honestly, I've done that with my kids so many times, playing around, just like, you know how you tap somebody on the shoulder? I've walked up to my daughter and I've grabbed her on a tush a bunch of times, just kind of messing around and like tickle her knee or behind her knee. I do that every night. I rub their feet. Like, I think it came off like that in slow motion, but I only saw one angle and it was slow motion, which actually looked really weird because it was like, hey. But like, I think, man, and basketball players are weird like that, right? They all like slap each other's ass and like, it's not weird, it's normal, but like, you might think it's weird. Like, I don't know. I didn't see who he did it to, what was the reason, or how the. I need the overall picture, right? I didn't see. I like taking shit out of context. I can't. I don't think MJ really cares for touching a little boy's ass. like it did look weird the way they put it up. That it did look weird. Can't I cannot. I can neither deny or confirm my feelings on that situation. No, ain't nothing doing here. This is ugly. Nah, what he did was hella weird. Did you hear about KD's exposure? What do you mean? What's what do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean in front of 100. It's like, what happened? On his alleged burner. Everybody's got a burner. His burner got a burner. It's probably not even run by him. Like his assistants have assistants. You know what I mean? Shit talking to his teammates. He's not the first one. That's some funny shit to do. That's happened back in the day. I don't remember who it was. I think it was a coach. I don't remember. I forgot what the story was. I think it was so old, I had to read it in the newspaper. It might have been back in the 1900s. But I think it was a coach, college, I don't remember, football, basketball coach, shit-talking his own team online. Ain't that the wildest shit? Dude is compromised. Dude's old. Get out the league, bro. LeBron ain't leaving until he gets his AARP card. I'm not fucking leaving. Man. LeBron could play for so long, his kid might retire before him. See this weak ass closure below. Did create the range, did close below. There's a chance we come back up here and fake out on the next candle. Maybe if we can get, I would not mind taking the next candle break of the lows here if we can get a decent stop, and if it happens on the 30, which means I don't really want this 15 to run right now. Get some kind of celery play here, right? Maybe we get this closure, because I want an attempt to come back up here. So maybe we can get something like this, right? Market rides up, right? Comes up here, looking like we're gonna fake out, but still closes like this. This sets us up lovely for the celery play, right? And then, what's up? Give me 1 sec. Right, and then we can look for the next candle to, right? Stops current candle, and that'll be all she wrote. But for now, we're gonna need this candle to attempt to come back up here. Created a bottom wick here. What's the fill? Interesting. What's up? I'm just not convinced, because if you look at the hourly's still open, right? and it can launch up. We've never tapped these areas. I'd be more convinced if we got up here. And while the hourly's open, hasn't closed bearish, we can flip bullish at any moment here. Look at this 2-hour candle, right? Closure back in range. We can flip bullish here and just... You take sells here and this flips bullish, it's going to be very unforgiving to your account. Okay? This is taking a while to set up. Might call it. Yeah, I would love to. And it's a school night, but I'm going to give it this half hour. Right? I'm going to see if we can... If, like, what we want here, right, to happen can actually play out for us. Maybe we get a break of this. I would not mind taking a break of that previous 15 high, right? Because then you're creating a top wick for that previous candle, grabbing orders. We can do that. You're looking at about a 92 pip stop on the break of the lows there. Yeah, that 1 hour is a bit tough. Let this candle close. If we don't, I want to make sure this doesn't close back up in range, at which could happen at the expense of, you know, coming down here, but almost got there. How much room do we have here? Man, I wanted this break at a high here to grab those orders. We did not. I mean, it could come down here. The 15, 30 looking good. Gang, gang. Let's do this. It's gonna be our one and only attempt here to retest the lows. Stop 71.9. It'll be the same position if we close bullish here, but weak bullish. I think actually we might move it up to here at that point. Actually, you know what? That's where it's going to be. It's going to be on this. It's not going to be on the break of the previous candle low because we've created this bottom wick here. Many more pips? 29.8. This is 72. Yeah, 9 more pips. Looking to break the previous candle low. Wait, what the fuck just happened? How did we get wicked in here?
That spread's crazy.
What just happened?
That spread
How
is
did we
crazy.
get wicked?
Bro, you just got hit
pips.
Hit by spread. I saw that too.
Wait, what do we have here? 65 flat.
I didn't enter, but damn. Wow, 5-leg candle, and that happened instantly. Asshole. Well, I expect it to tap 49.74 here, and after that, I think we should be able to come down. If it doesn't, if it ends up pulling back up, then
We don't want to
The
be
market makers are watching you, Wix.
That was wild.
They're watching you.
Honestly, if we had the re-break, that's about a 26, 27 pip advantage. So I would probably have closed over there. This wants to pull back up. I'm not gonna play around with the re-break at a high. 70 pips. Well, it's our only attempt for the evening, so. Right, we might still come up, retest these highs, and then come down, but man, volume's there. Closure outside the range, top wick. Spread jumping, volume's there. So let's have a stop up here. That's our stop. Look to at least 65 here, right? Buy limit up here. Fill. Just to break even right here. Wait, my live account is like a good 10 pips ahead of this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go most stops to break even here. All right, let's see if we can retest the bottom. Don't fucking pull up on me now. Yeah, stops are break even. We saw 28 pips here in profit. I did not secure anything. I'm looking for around 50. No, I'm looking for around 60 here. So we'll see. But we saw... Whoa, 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 whoa. Be moving shit. We got a pretty shitty entry with this fucking slippage here. This is futures. This is the most I've ever been slipped on. Come on. I think we're going to come down here. We could do this. Give me a quick pump down. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Quick pump down. Quick pump down. Come on, everybody. Woo! Let's do it. Come on, come on. Give it to me, baby. And all the ladies say I'm pretty flop for a white guy. Damn, we should be up at like 40 pips right now if we didn't get slipped. That's bullshit. Fucking hit us. Come on, re-break the damn low. Just... We've got room! Where's the mechanic when you need him? So right there, the exact closure will be 65.6. So at this moment, this is house money, right? We are messing with house money. There's no risk on the table. You're in profits. You can secure partials here. We're up about 25 pips. Looking for this to drop about double that. All right. If we can get another 25 pips here, I'll start looking to secure. But if it pulls back up, no harm, no foul. You know, it'll be a break-even trade. Really want the retest, but you know, we got a crap entry based on because we got slipped here. God damn. It's funny. There wasn't even a candle here when I saw price activate. Did you guys see that on stream? When we saw price, when we were activated, price never even got there yet. So wild. Break the damn low.
You gotta talk nicer to it.
Can you please break the damn low? You gotta talk nice to it. Please break the low. Bitch.
Bitch.
I throw that in there. Look, it's tried again for the 4th time. It just tried it. Look, it's gonna pump back up. Boom. You see it? I don't know. For some reason, it's happening on my broker before it happens here. Like I knew it was gonna pump back up there a split second before it did because it did that on my broker. I don't know if you guys remember me going over why we like the top wick entry over the break at a low entry because we just hit B either. Because when you're taking it here, the next candle top wick, is likely to get you there. Watch it come down. You see, look at that. That next candle, top wick, likely to take you out. I literally spoke about this today. Unfortunately, literally spoke about that next candle top wick, right? When you take the break of the lows, you are highly, like, go back in the stream to the beginning of the stream. We're doing the breakdown. I like this entry off the top wick better than this one because that top wick doesn't take you out. You can have the runner there. The problem is with taking a wick entry here, it's not where you take a wick entry. Wick entries are supposed to be up here. Actually, up there. We just never got there. But yeah, it's going to play out. It's just, we cannot leave risk on the table at that point. You know, you're up 30-some pips. You can't leave risk on the table. With the 2-hour still closing bullish, you're able to come up. The 4-hour doesn't have a top wick. I do expect a reaction and a pump back up somewhere around these areas. But, right, you're reaching a 4-hour level to the left here. You just cannot leave this risk on the table. Because there's nothing stopping this from pumping back up. Where are your partials? My partials, no. Yeah, I probably would not have secured anything. Partials would have been here, and a full TP would have been here. So basically where my partials were, that's where my full position is. Because I can't secure partials. Yeah, we would have hit BE there anyway. I would not have secured a single thing. That's like, maybe if it actually activated us where we had the entry, right? It was close to 50 pips. Maybe I secure around 40, 45. But we were nowhere near that. We were like 28 pips. In these ranges, that's like 2 pips. My TP hit 5 contracts, 1.5. Hey, amazing. Great job. Yeah, you see it's back to breaking. So more opportunities ahead. Definitely more opportunity ahead. But you're going to want this range to print now in the higher time frame, or you want these closures back up above. Right? Another thing you can play here, and I'm gonna look to play this as well, will be the buy limit off of this area. It's just a bit of a steep stop, only 148 pips. Let's go small time frame here. It's the same on every time frame. This is what I love seeing. This is a 15. This is also a 30. This is also a 1 hour. And you know what? That motherfucker's a 2 hour also. No 4-hour level there just yet, only to the left. Actually, there is a 4-hour level right there. That candle, look at that bottom wick, 560 pips. Small stop. But if you held it, you would have won. Look at that candle, never hit the stops and then took off. So, risk it for the biscuit, my peoples. Took in second break on the 30. Okay. Salary on the 15, 1 hour close to give better push to be ideal. I got pro account. It's been Sunday, and today I'm up 6.7 so far. An idea to give me? You want a good idea or a bad idea? Huh? Tell me, you want a good idea or a bad idea? Closed here. Yeah, it should be trickling down. I wouldn't imagine. Depends what's successful. Well, I'll give you a good idea. Hold on a second. I'll give you a good idea and I'll give you a bad idea. If you're up that much and you work, if you're up that much and you work, actually, no, hold on, Chad. Why am I telling my daughter to wait? You guys wait. I've been muted for a long time, haven't I?
Yeah, I was about to say, but you're muted.
I was talking mad shit. Sorry. Damn, you guys let me stay muted. So, yeah, where was I? I had to deal with my kids, and I figured that was better than. It looked very animated there. Yeah, it was really funny. I was wondering why nobody's laughing. But where were we? We were talking about. Get back to normalcy. 6.7K. Yeah, you made. So you want a good idea or a bad idea? Because, all right, look. 6.7, 7.6. I don't forget what we made. But if you work for a living, I would call in rich. And not call in sick. Call in rich. Literally. Order something stupid expensive. You know, celebrate like you just signed a max deal for the next 10 years. Right? Forget the rookie contract. That's a bad fucking idea, right? You want a good idea? Chill and get off the charts. Go chill and do something that's low key that you will actually remember, right? Good food, good vibes, no dumb decisions. You got to make sure that a win stays a win, right? Go live the version of yourself that you believe you are. Live that with that money, right? Go, make sure you enjoy what you do. When you take that, when you get off the charts, make sure you don't fucking go celebrate success by blowing it on strippers or just in general. Doing dumb shit or getting in trouble or going party or getting drugs or what. Go live the version of yourself that you envision. Go, do it low key. Do it low key like it's an everyday thing. Do something that that's something you do every day when you are that version of yourself. Because you know what that does? It incentivizes you to do it again and do it over and over, right? You want to make this win a win. You don't want to go do dumb shit and then you get rewarded for this win with some, a bad result or some ignorance or jail or getting in a fight or or blowing all your money. Go do something that keeps this win a win. You're going to want more of it because you're going to be like, nah, that win gave me all of that. No dumb decisions today. Impulses? Full port? Neo in the Matrix. You know what I mean? It's going to keep you from making dumb decisions because you're going to realize who you are, the version you envision of yourself. That's you. The only difference between them then and now is time, right? You then and you now. The only difference is time, but you are that person. I always say this. So you can live that now. Motivate yourself enough to live that tomorrow and the day after and the day after. But you need to keep a win. Otherwise, you're going to disincentivize yourself from trading profitably because look what it got you. A shit result at the end of the day by getting in trouble or doing something else. You need one thing to motivate you for another, motivate you for another, and it just becomes routine. It's not motivation. Like, motivation's your routine. Okay, I'm going to go play a World of Tanks. Thank you. I mean, if that's what you envision yourself to be, man, you're a soldier. You're a soldier on Instagram or on Call of Duty or wherever, World of Tanks. And I'm a model on Instagram. I need some of your weed. No, you don't. Have your own weed. Bring it over. We'll smoke. But if you run into me, shit, stick around because 110% that I got some bud on me and it's about to be smoked. And if you're there, you're just, congratulations. Because it's going to get smoked whether you're there or not. So if you're there, nice. Somehow but if not, going to get smoked without you. You hopping on there in London? That's a negative, bro.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Hey, if I just blew my Pro Take Profit Trader, I don't know what that is. Pro Take Profit Trader account. How long?
Dude, I will honestly say London has probably some of the shittiest price action with gold Asia and New York session has like the
It
best price
depends.
action
It depends
for
on the
gold.
time of the year and the market cycles. Because sometimes you'll see London run and New York range.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay,
But I
I'm just
feel
like
you. It's
talking
like
on
it's
a,
like living
on a
in
like
New York.
majority basis. On a
Majority
majority
base.
basis.
It's like living in New
Yeah.
York versus living in Florida,
'Cause
right? You'd rather
I've stayed
have
up
9
for
months of great weather versus 3 months of great weather.
I'm just saying because I've traded a lot of London sessions, and I will always say this, like from here on out, like I have my worst trades are during London session. My best trades are during Asia and New York, and so now I'm just
That's
like
very
at the
that's very
point-
subjective too. That's
I
very
mean,
subjective.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I just
But
compared to
everything we
price
say here is
just,
subjective.
I mean, but I'm just saying, yeah, everything we say is subjective. I mean, but look at like where the volume is at with gold. There's a lot more volume in Asia and New York for sure. Like majority, there is a lot more volume.
I mean,
but-
New York, honestly, we're price action and volume traders. New York is where it's at. New York is really what gives you the red folders, all the news. It's what
Yep.
gives you the morning news. Everything's setting up, right? You turn on TV, that's where everything is happening, right? New York session. That you also have your NY Open, you have your NYSE Open, you have pre-NY, where the bunch of times where volume comes in. You also have your London close, right? You have the 4-hour closure at 10, the 4-hour overlap. So New York is just where it's at in terms of volume and market constantly, or not, even if the market's not constantly moving, the New York session constantly or consistently is just a characteristic of New York session. It consistently has a catalyst for volume. Every New York session, whether it moves or not, it will have a catalyst for that volume. And there are times where you can expect volume to come in. Will it happen? Maybe sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it kind of flattens out. But that's far and few between. New York has enough catalysts happening throughout the morning that you will have all types of traders catching all types of positions because it's just moving and it's setting up for one person, for another person, one way or the other way. And you're pretty much guaranteed almost on a daily basis to get a move in New York for whatever way you trade because of the fact that there's so many catalysts to move the market. Yeah, that's my rant. I have a problem with my bosses because I get to work 20 minutes late while I'm learning trading. Bro, one day I'll come home and never show up to that job again. No, you gotta rage quit. You gotta rage quit and you gotta film it and you gotta make content. Man, never miss a good opportunity to get some content. Right? Don't let a good rage quit go to waste. Content, baby, blow up. Do it. There goes the smell. You mean the sell? Longer shorts. I'm gonna call it a session here. We're closing. The hourly's closing in 3 minutes.
Definitely shorts though.
I would like to come back down here for the 4-hour after creating a steeper top wick, but the way we've just bounced off this 4-hour, I'm not so sure it's shorts. The way we just bounced here, as long as you hold this area, right? As long as you hold that area, let's get rid of everything. Go to the higher time frame. As long as you hold this level, we can still come up and look at this. We've reacted. We came all the way down here. Now we've reacted here. I believe we're gonna see some highs here. I
would like to see the next 1 hour fill the wick.
It would just make sense right now off the 2-hour. Yeah, I don't doubt the fact that we should retest the lows here. But the way things are setting up, not in the immediate, like we should have driven through over there on the 30 when we took the position. And the fact that we didn't drive through and we're holding support makes me think it's time for that. It's not just, I think because of experience, right? So I think because of the knowledge that I have that's guided by the experience that I have on the charts. Not like, I think I just feel like it's going up. It looks like it. No, I just seen this happen, right? So you guys would do well, just, read between the lines because of, like I said, take what I say with a grain of salt because I don't have a data sample, but pay attention between the lines because I do have the experience. So yeah, you see how you're creating this little Your job will be now to look for a closure outside this range. There's room to come up. There's room to come down. These wicks off this area drive you up. This is clean range down. Job is to pay attention here. As long as this closes bullish, right? Which it will in about 100 seconds. Talking about the 30. All right, 30 closes bullish. Yeah, you can get the seller play come down. Yeah. Need closures. Based on the way we printed right now, the market needs to close. Why is my mouse jumpy? Yeah, and look at the 2 hour here loading up, right? This is like, if this was the 1 hour candle, man, there's no sells in sight here. I'm looking at this level across here that we've tapped. Look at the wick on the dot there. You're looking for this push to 5,007 here, which would be also the most recent support, right? That we broke out of right there. Not the overall, but the most recent, which means the market could definitely ride up there. Wait for closures outside the range. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to trade within here, but I would prefer if we were able to do something like this. Or the exact opposite, vice versa, or vice versa. Right? If we can do this, yeah. I'm fine for looking for these levels. And look at the daily. The daily also closed bullish. We've just tapped the daily level. Remember I said, as long as we tap the previous candle body low, I mean, we should be good to go. But now let's apply that to the daily here. What did we just do? Previous candle, body low, good, which is the daily support. I think we spoke about this earlier in the stream. Yeah, about the daily support. They're getting tapped. We've tapped it. Coming back up. This would be a good start for that daily to start flipping and for us to continue up here to 5,100. This would be a good area off that daily low. Will we? I don't know. We shall see. The 30s closed bullish here. We're creating a bottom wick on the new hourly, right? The hourly just started. Is it the bottom wick or is it continuation of the drive down? Yeah, this is more waiting left here. I know options is looking for buy limits here right now. It's 160 pip stop, and we're also 160 pips away from there. So as it gets closer, I want to see how these candles start coming down here, and we might have positions there, right? If this candle doesn't have a top wick here on the hourly and doesn't make one, and we continue breaking down here, yeah, highly likely we might see these buy limits up there. Stuck in a sell 49.50. What do I do? You're not really stuck. It's coming down for now, but you might want to start thinking about managing risk if the candle starts flipping bullish or starts closing bullish, right? Because any flip bullish here can ride you up all the way up there, right? Look, 30. What else? What else? Your stop loss is loose. Whoa. Bro, you are a for real OG. I remember after Roger, it was only your live that used to pop up on my feed back in the days. Yeah, that's when we started. Like, man, we've been doing this for half a decade. Half a decade on the live streams, daily. Like, you guys have seen me grow from a man into a legend. From a boy into a man, from a man into legend status. But yeah, I mean, I've said before, like, there's nothing I can do going forward that will, you know, that will change what I've done in the industry or for the industry of what I've done here. My whatchamacallit is pretty much set. What's the word I'm looking for? I was about to go play World of Tanks, stayed on the chart a bit and made 1.3. Now I'm up 7.9. I'm gonna take profit. Seen you grow that hair, that hurt. almost 1,000 trades for free. Jeez, yeah, we like my track record on the live streams and like speaks for itself, right? So I don't really have to like. There's not much I can do. I can't. There's no fuck up I can make or a loss I can take that will, you know, fuck up my track record of what I've done here. And there's no win I can take that will just add to that track record. It's just, you know, you continue doing what you're doing and growing over time and optimizing and getting better. And people see that I try to, you know, I optimize my trading and I try to bring it to you and I try to teach it in a way that you guys can actually utilize and actually I get through to people because they're able to do things or they're able to see things that I notice, right? And maybe they utilize them in a different way. But man, I've gotten through to many people. There have been many mortgages paid with profits from the signal channel, with profits from the streams.
Damn, this thing's just going down.
Going downtown, baby. Yo Street in a Range Rover. Baby.
I almost got in before the hourly close, but I just wanted to wait, and you know, oh well.
Oh well.
It happens.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, what? Light it up and take a puff.
I had a feeling this hourly candle was just gonna open and just go down.
Like I last trading, not discussed much, but brought a funky unorthodox style that works like his crossover. Yes, sir. I was there. You guys know I was in an Allen Iverson commercial. If you go back to one of his commercials that they filmed, he had the sneaker. Remember the move he did where he go, what? He do the crossover, but he do the 360 with the crossover. He was like introducing my new crossover. They filmed that on Brighton Beach. They filmed that on Brighton 2nd or Brighton 3rd. They had to bring the rim down. They took the we used to play ball there at the park on the boardwalk. They took off the rim and the hoop and everything and installed a glass backboard because you know in Brooklyn you can't have nothing nice. You can't have no glass backboards. You can't have no fucking nets or even chain nets, nothing. So, yeah, they got rid of the shitty one that was there. Installed a glass backboard like 8 feet tall, not 10, like, and then they put, you know, Allen Iverson walked out and we were playing ball and they kicked everybody out the park and they was like, who wants to be in this? What we're gonna do is, and he came out with the loudspeaker and he was like, when the camera starts rolling, you guys got to start climbing the cage. So you see Allen, if you guys go watch, I'm somewhere in there climbing the cage in his crossover video. You can see there's people just climbing the cage behind him going up. I was standing somewhere over there. I didn't climb the cage. I wasn't gonna be. I was like, yeah, whatever. But it was cool. That was right. Yeah, they filmed that in Coney Island. Right, Beach, Coney Island. I just came to mute the stream. W Farzo. Honestly, the most dedicated member we have here. He shows up every day, twice a day, and mutes me just so he can say he fucking muted me. We wouldn't have been in positions here anyway, bro. Anyway, nothing to see here, nothing to sell, nothing to buy. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a session here. Guys off that area. That'd be so great. This just stops are so big.
That was the move I was
That commercial is on YouTube, by the way. I just looked it up.
You can find it, yeah. You probably
That shit's
you'll see me
fire.
somewhere in there.
Nah, I can't tell if like who's who if you're in there, but it's fire commercial.
Yeah.
That's throwback.
So, yeah. I was a teenager. As soon as they finished, we were all excited. I was like, oh shit, we gonna have glass backboards now at the park. Bro, as soon as they finished, they took the shit down within 20 minutes. Put back the old shit. No top wick on this 1 hour. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of like it for buy limit off this area, you know? I might go to MGC here and go and do that, right? Now, why you want to go and do that? Do that. Gonna have to drop quite a bit here. Another another 120 pips. Gang, let's take this into the signal channel, all right? Let's see if it starts dropping, because we're 120 pips away from our position, which we might get there in about the next 5-minute candle. The way this shit's been moving. Let's see if this candle flips bullish. I doubt it. I think we might see these bottom wicks here. Yeah, we're gonna play this. $55 flat, right? Wait. Why is this a different level here? Fucking pisses me off. I'm gonna keep it the same across the board. 55.3 here. Go with an 8 here. What? All right, gang. So here's what we're gonna do. As long as the hourly doesn't make a top wick, we'll have this 55.3. Buy limit. So we got that in the signal channel. I just heard somebody's computer receive my signal.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was what's nice, and not a signal. Yeah. I know better than to have incorrect grammar with Jay around. Bro. The facts. Speaking facts. Speak easy fact. Yeah, if this flips bullish before coming down here, I'll turn this off, close this, we'll call it a stream. How are we back at 185 viewers? I got a position on streaming on, as I said, I'm gonna call it. You disloyal. I gotta learn the Denzel laugh. Denzel. President laugh. You got a salmon bowl waiting on you? The slamming salmon. Family dispute led to skating rink shooting. That sucks. Level on every motherfucking time frame. Okay, gang. So you see where we stopped right now. If the next drop, if we don't make this top wick, but the candle continues down, right? The next drop, right? You see how this is it's a very it's not a level, but it bounced off something. Whatever it bounced off, that's where I want the market to get back to if we activate. So if this comes down, taps us in for a bottom wick, this here is partials. 64.4. There's a level there. Mine and probably a 1 minute, right? As we're looking for, but as it breaks, that's what I want to come back to. That's what's really happening. There's a minor level. Oh, there it is, right there. Minor. It's not a minor level. It's a major level. There, across the board. But that's what we want to come back to. We might not come down without a top wick here, based on that level, right? Nice, strong level. Strong level, bro. Nice, strong level. Very strong level, sir. Oh, you make a strong level. Oh, very nice. Starvin' Marvin. Feel that. Yo, the Dolphins released Tyreek Hill. See you later. Goodbye to all my haters. So excited, son. Yo, I need the Samurai Show to come back out, man. What do we get here? Can close.
Let's just see what happens.
Good impressions, by the way. Yes, sir. Oh, you know what we got to do? We got to add that BE to our record. That was BE number 167. Hey! My kids would go crazy right now. They're like, Dad! Dad! Stop! And they don't even say stop like S-T-O-P. Like, they're like, stop, which is like S-T-A-H-P. Stop. Stop. I'll be like, damn, that's an extra stop. Yeah. Yeah, well, if this flips bullish without, without coming down here and tapping us in, then... You're making me hungry, gang. Man, I love you guys. You guys make this stream worthwhile. Now, if you could only just drop some more likes, thumbs up, the thing that goes like this. And sub to the channel. Turn your notifications so you know where I'm on, when I'm on. Please join our Discord. The gang and the Wix gang, they like to run free trading sessions when we don't have a stream running. So go join the Discord. That community's been growing a lot. We got over 1,600 members now. Get to 2,000. But yeah, the community's really growing. And please share the stream. Share the stream so you're doing a good thing for others because you're not sharing something shitty for them, right? It's going to benefit them. So you can be sure of that. And you don't have to worry about recommending something crappy. And it helps us out, helps us grow the community. And also, if they like it and they join us and they stay here, we're growing the community with like-minded people, right? And when you grow the community with like-minded people, you guys bounce ideas off each other. It becomes, there's less toxicity, right? It becomes toxic. I don't want to say toxic-free because, at some point we all got to stay toxic. But it just creates a better vibe. Great group of people, absolutely. So because everybody's got the common goal, common interest, and it's really the same similar perspectives on things and preferences because So the algo works. You like the same things, you're like-minded people. That's what we want. It creates a stronger army. And we go to war, we go to battle with these charts every day, right? So you want a strong army. Now, we are growing. I need your help. I'm gonna keep providing the wins. As long as you guys keep showing up and keep subscribing and keep helping me grow the community. But right now, we're trying to get these stimulus checks out to you guys, right? The Wix 9 stimmies. They might be on their way very soon. Time is it? Is it 11 already? It's 11:30. How long have we been here? We've been running the stream for a while. I dipped 2 hours ago. Remember, I dipped and came back. I think I'm gonna give this 10 minutes till 11:30, and if it doesn't work, if we don't get to our level, I'm gonna call it a session. Or if we break the highs here, I'll call it a session. We continue down here. Over the next 10 minutes, we start getting close. We will leave these. What we don't want at the moment is a bullish 1 hour flip. We want to get to our level before this 1 hour flips. Almost sounds like the Gladiator theme. Remember the end? Today, I saw a slave become more powerful than the Emperor of Rome. Are you not entertained? Don't forget to spam the like button. Yeah, I think they fucked up really on that movie. They got the wrong actor. Where did they get Russell Crowe from? Wix 9. You could have Wix 9 on a chariot. Bring me my candle. No. The other candle. The green candle. Bullish. I'm losing my mind, chat, man. This thing's got to flip. It's getting late. My joint's waiting outside, half smoked, half probably wet. I don't know. We might. This is Florida, gang. I honestly don't know. Every time I step inside, I don't know if I'm gonna come out to a category 5 hurricane or to like fucking Caribbean heat. I don't know. Honestly, lately it's been like weather by the wheel, like Wheel of Fortune. Like, spin it, whatever it lands on. It's like probably gonna be today. We'll probably get to 85. Probably get to 36 too. But yeah, I gotta come outside. When I go outside now, I wear shorts, a bubble jacket, and an umbrella. Shorts, wife beater, bubble jacket, umbrella. That's how I go outside. I look like fucking the ghetto Mary Poppins. Ghetto. Come on, go. What that you doing? I remember there was a dude in the charts named What that you doing? Time I'd say that, he would be like, "What's up?" Remember that guy, chat? I know what he's not doing. Anyone sick and tired of me yapping? By a show of hands. Yeah, come on, flip already. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. As I say that, this fucking 15 flips just drives down. Fuck. Fucking flip. Yeah, let's call it here. Yeah, we'll take this into the signal channel. If it starts setting up, I'm gonna delete this for now. If it starts setting up, we'll take it in the signal channel. If it doesn't, we'll we'll wait. But obviously, if something sets up, I'll call it in the signal channel. All right. Other than that, tomorrow we are live New York session. I'll see you guys at around 8:30 Eastern. Make sure you show up. We had one trade today, one break even. We saw about 28 pips, right? But came back to break even. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Shit happens, right? And it's not shit. We managed risk. We did the right thing, and market hasn't really gone anywhere. All right, let's save our troops for a battle from the higher ground, aka the New York session. Let's save our money for a battle during the New York session. This way we can conserve, you know, our troops and make more money. Conserve our money and make more money tomorrow instead of risking it today. This good show. If you're new here, please drop a like, sub to the channel. In general, drop a like, sub to the channel on your way out. Please share this stream. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Signal channel. If I see something, I'll call it in there. And done a trade. Yeah, we had one trade that ended up in break even. And we had a trade last night for private Asian session on Sundays that we took 38 pips on. Right there, you see it. Yeah, you see it to the left there. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. Appreciate you guys. If you're new, please keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep supporting. And you will get better. You will grow as a person, as a trader. And you will utilize the skills learned here in other aspects of your life. That I promise you. As trading, I believe it wholeheartedly. Trading mirrors life. Probably just at a faster pace. But it does. Trading mirrors life in many different aspects. And things... and habits, knowledge, just in general, what you pick up here will transfer over into other aspects of your life. And people that have been doing it for a while will tell you the same thing. All right. So keep showing up, getting better, keep setting yourself up for success, and, you know, put yourself where good luck can find you. Keep optimizing. Success is inevitable. Keep going. It's inevitable. All right. On that note, I'm going to call it a session here. So you guys already know, as for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the... See you tomorrow, gang. Appreciate you guys rocking with me tonight and every night. And let's kill the New York session tomorrow. Let's enjoy it. Let's have fun. And let's stay profitable. Later.